We are live. Good morning, South Florida, and hello, world. I am Robert Henderson Jr., President, Founder, CEO of the Henderson Financial Group, and we are live all the way from Miami, Florida. Sorry for the technical difficulty, but hey, when there's a will, there's a way. And I'm joined here with my brother from another mother, Mr. James T. Thomas. How you doing, brother? You looking New Yorkie Knickie
Oh yeah,
fan,
hey
huh?
man, I had to do it. I had to do it. I was hard on the Knicks because I really thought, Robert, that the best team was quote unquote San Antonio. So and I didn't know. I don't know where I got a Knicks cap from. I just hap- I just happened to, and I wondered if my wife or my kids was playing tricks on me, but I just looked up and I said, okay, so well, I'm going to go ahead and uh, they could have got me a Juneteenth hat, or or I could have been coming live from Chicago, and the reason I don't have my glasses on is because I'm on the porch. And so on the porch with this sun, you know what happens when you got those glasses that they tint. So I'll be looking like Stevie Wonder up in here,
You be
you
looking
know.
like a music artist, a rap artist, huh?
but all is good. How was your week?
Man, been real busy. Everything was good though. I was in the office doing some things yesterday. Then I went to a Juneteenth event, which was really good in
Mm-hmm.
Miami Gardens, and I was invited to that. That was very good, very inspirational. To be free and not know you free is something, boy. I tell you, man. They Lincoln that freed the slaves, and half the slaves didn't even know they was free because they kept it a secret, I guess, because they wanted to
No,
get
they
that
have
last
a
work
Rob. They
done.
had a crop. They
They had
had
a
a
crop,
crop. They had to harvest. So yeah, I know what they said, but y'all gonna stay here. Y'all gonna harvest this crop.
and that's something. It was for 2 days, right? 2 days they didn't know they was
Oh
free.
man, come on. But hey, Rob, my thing about
2 days or
that,
2 years, I forget what it
yeah,
was.
yeah, but I think it's a couple of years. But you know, and sometimes I do believe, Rob, we're still not free up here.
Yeah, yeah. A lot
Yeah,
of people
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
That's what Harriet Tubman said. Harriet Tubman said that she could have saved a whole lot, many more slaves if they had known that they
that
was
they were
slaves.
slaves.
Yeah,
Well,
that was the work of
again,
that was
and
their
you
way of
can't,
life.
and Rob, and you really, many of us, you can't blame us because truth has not been told. And when you don't know the truth, hey, you just figure, hey, this is the way it is,
And they're
and
trying to
it's
cover it up too. They don't want the truth to be told.
okay. But now, I pray that there's no excuse of not knowing the truth, and there's nothing wrong with hey working for someone, working with someone. I saw a gentleman. Did I see it or read it? I think I saw it. This brother was saying that, and I think he was an African brother too, and he was saying that one of the things, if we want to create wealth, that we should do, particularly people of color, is to look in the community and see what the needs are. And so, if you're going to graduate from high school or whatever, or get for a trade, find a need and then study or be taught to meet that need. Come back to the community and build wealth. And I thought that was so profound because, the skills that quote unquote many of us have, we've never used it in an entrepreneurial way, or we never said that, wait, I'm great at being a mechanic. So if I'm great at being a mechanic, what's the first thing you think people think, Rob? They said, I'm going to go somewhere and ask somebody to hire me rather than the first thought being, wait a minute, I'm great at being a mechanic. All my family and all my people in the neighborhood, they come to me, want me to change the oil, they want me to take a look at their car. Well, maybe I should find me a space and
Right.
build a business. And as you talk to us and teach us, okay, if you're going to build a business now, before you start messing with the money, Get some financial knowledge, find out what you need so that you can set your business up properly so you can best benefit from that. And that brings me to another subject before you reach out on yours. I did see this on social platform where there is some type of, I guess, program where if you have an elderly parent or person, you can buy a home at a lower interest rate where you don't have to put that parent or that person in a nursing home. And as we have done in community, we provide the service, but you can benefit both ways by that. And that is by owning a property and providing the type of care to a loved one that you would want them to have.
Yes, yes. There's a lot of programs out there that a lot of us don't even know nothing about. And that's the sad thing about it in terms of research. And a lot of times we don't hear about it. Not only on that, but on every subject it is to better our lives. Most of us don't know, and we think we know, but there's so much that we don't know that we don't know we don't know. So yeah, there are a lot of elderly benefits. It's benefits where you can actually even when an elder want to get some government care. A lot of times they say for long-term care, you have to spend down whatever you have, but you don't really have to spend it down and go shopping. You can actually spend down and transfer the money to your caretaker, which could be your son or your daughter or your
Mm,
sister or
mm,
whatever, and they can take the money and take care of you, and you don't have to spend it down. You can actually use your money to actually help take care of you. So there's a lot
right.
of ways. I'll look more into that program about where you can buy a house as long as you're a
Hmm.
senior. Um, I know that I don't I have to get more clarity if it's a new house or if the house that they're
Yeah.
in. Uh,
Yeah.
I'll get more clarity on it.
Right. Yeah. When I saw that, and I may have sent it to you because when little things pop up, and of course I didn't have, or they weren't giving detailed information. It's always here's something for you. Now, if you'd like to do more, learn more, click this, give me your information. So that type of situation that happens a lot. So you can't believe everything that, as I tell them, I'm not as I can use AI as a tool, but I use as a means because AI is just what it says, artificial intelligence, and I is infinite
Yeah, infinite
intelligence.
intelligence.
And
Infinite.
that's what I want to deal with, Rob.
That's the one that has all the power.
Woo! And,
Infinite
and
in
I'm and
power.
I must say, pardon me if you hear the ducks they go landing in the pond. I'm out here with Mother Nature. The ducks are cracking, the birds are tweaking, the crickets are going. You might
That's
even hear
beautiful.
dogs barking. I'm
That's
on the
beautiful.
front porch. I'm on the front
That's
porch,
beautiful.
Rob.
That's beautiful on a lot of acreage. I know. That's beautiful.
Ah,
So, James, what I wanted to talk to, because I'm getting calls on this SpaceX, this IPO that came out last week, an IPO that came out, and it's called SpaceX. And I'm getting people calling me saying, hey, I want to buy a share and I want to buy some shares and how much a share. And people that never even bought stock. Bought shares or been in the stock, been in, in the stock market. They just hearing about people who worked for SpaceX. They became millionaires, instant millionaires when the company went public. So I just want to clear some things up to simplify
please.
some things in terms of SpaceX, what an IPO is. So it's called IPO. That's initials for initial public offering. Initial public offering. Okay, an initial public offering. So I want to explain what is a initial public offering. That means that when a companies get ready to raise money because they want to start a business. So I'll give you per example. So we'll use you and I, James, as an example so people can really grasp this, All right. So let's say, James, we want to start a business. And this business that we want to start, we want to uh, build brand new houses. Okay. We want to build brand new houses from scratch. So we came up on a deal where we found 1,000 acres and we want to build a development. And we don't have all the money to build all uh, you know, houses on all them 1,000 acres.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to raise money. We want to ask investors, listen, we want you to invest in, we're going to lay out the whole plan, getting the whole layout, the design, different kind of homes. We're going to have 10 different kind of homes that they're going to be in that development. And then we're going to get money from investors so we can build those homes and people will come and buy brand new state-of-the-art homes. Makes sense, right?
Right.
Okay. So we say we need, I don't know, $100 million. And we don't have $100 million. So we're going to raise it from not only friends and families, from investors. And let's say that we're going to build this. Let's simplify it. We're going to build this one home. And this one home costs, to us to build $200,000. But after we build this home, we're going to sell this home for $500,000. Okay. So what happens is I'm parallel listening to stock. If we say that it's going to cost us $200,000 and everybody that comes in and contribute toward that $200,000, that is the initial public offering to investors at $200 a share. And then we're going to turn around when we finish building the house and we're going to sell it to the general public for $500,000. So we just more than doubled our money. The people that got in at $200,000 early, and we turned around and sold it for $500,000, you doubled your money. You made 250% profit on your money. So that's called when the stocks come out, they sell it at $500,000. But we bought it and we got it in at $200,000. Now for SpaceX, a lot of those people you hear all this, they got rich. Now people want to come in and buy it at $500. Let's say, for example, they want to come in and buy it at $500,000, $500,000. They want to buy the house, but because they hear about people got rich, but those people bought it at $200, $200,000. They came in initially and bought it, and they sold it at $500,000. So when people hear about, oh my God, they got rich, now people want to go and buy it at the market value. The market value ain't $200,000. The market value is $500,000 for that house. So now people buying it. And people buying it. Now people start selling it. And now the stock has dropped. In the last 2 days, the stock has dropped. So, when I look at that, IPOs, a lot of people call me, James. They say, should I buy it, Robert? Get me some. I said, listen, let me tell you what's going to happen. It's going to go up. And then it's going to come back down and settle down. If you're in it for the long run, you don't have to get in right away. And that makes me think about, remember Popeye's chicken? Yes. Had this sandwich, and people were just waiting all around the corner and pushing and fighting and trying to get that sandwich. And they say, oh my God, Popeye got this chicken sandwich. People waiting in lines for Popeye's sandwich. And if you got up and then got into that frenzy, or you could have said, I'm just gonna wait. All right.
Wait,
now,
I say.
anywhere in the country right now, you can go in and get a Popeye's chicken sandwich, and ain't no fuss, is it? Every time, man, humans always like to go through the door at the same time. Everybody want to run out. Everybody want to stampede. That's how people get hurt. You don't have to. When you're looking for the long run, you don't have to rush, man. And that's the point I want to make. Those people that bought SpaceX, got into SpaceX, do you know, James, those people was working for the company. Maintenance people, engineers. A part of their pay was shares. What would you, right now, James, if someone says, hey, Rob, I want to come work for you, instead of paying me, $100 an hour, just give me a piece of the company. Most people won't do that. Most people won't say, listen, I want to invest in the company. Most people say, give me my money right now. Because you could think about a lot of people that have employers, and employers say, listen, if you invest in your 401k, we'll match whatever you invest. They say, nah, I ain't invested nothing. I need all my money. Give me my money now.
Rob, I had that conversation when we were going through a change with 99 Jams back in the day. I think that all the staff went over, and person will remain anonymous, but when we were walking out, oh no, I don't want them to. And so not in front of everybody else. It was a female, and I pulled off to the side and I said, sister, yes, you know, you have X number of kids, you've got children, here's a chance for you to invest. And of course, you and I know how the company, as a matter of fact, bought out, sold out several times, you know. And one of the things that I would love for you to speak on is, as you said, in that initial offering, there are people who are wise enough to put millions of dollars at the initial. And when it goes up, they take they take their money and they take their money off the table, and because now everybody else was rushing, but me, you, and a few, we're saying, oh, hey, we made a few million,
Yeah.
so why
Well,
I'm not gonna keep my money in there.
that's what just happened to a lot of the employees that became instant millionaires because when they was working for the company 5 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
they got shares, grants, free.
Mm-hmm.
They got them free. They didn't have to pay nothing. Instead of taking cash money, they took shares. And when they took shares, a lot of them for under $1. Some of them bought them for 50 cents. Not bought them. Some of them got them for 50 cents a share. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
got them for $1 a share. So then when they went public on the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, it sold for $135. So let me ask you something. So if you, that's like saying, I'm gonna give you $1, James. When you give it back to me, you're gonna give me $135 every dollar I gave you. Every dollar I gave you, you ain't gonna give me $1 back. You're gonna give me $135 per
Come
$1
on.
you gave me. And then you start thinking like, well, dang, how many dollars did I give you? You said, well, you gave me $1. You gave me 1,000 times $1. So you
Right,
tell
right.
me each $1, instead of you giving me the $1 back that I gave you, you're gonna give me $135 per $1.
Come on.
And then once it become available to the public on the
Wow.
first day,
It really explodes.
it went up to $225. So your $1 a share turned into $225.
Is
So
come on.
if you had 10,000 shares, 10,000 shares, and every time it go up $1, you make $10,000. Woo!
Come on, Rob.
Instant millionaire. You know what they did? They said sell. The initial people they sold. So right now they call it the secondary market. It's being resold to the masses, but the people who came in initially, they gone. They got their money.
Hey, trust me.
Trade places.
Trust Rob, and hopefully they got a financial planner now that they can say, okay, now what should I do? What should I do with this money?
Not likely.
Hey Rob, they talk about, oh no, it's Father's Day. We taking the whole family to the DR.
Yeah. First generation money is the worst money. The first over my 40 years of being in this business, first generation money is the toughest money because the people never had nothing and they lose their mind. First generation money. If everybody poor and all of a sudden you hit the lotto or whatever, you're gonna go get girlfriends, boyfriends, cars, houses, you just make it rain. You go to the strip club, whatever, First generation money is the hardest money to manage because you can't tell them nothing because they feel that I got this money. Like Bobby Brown, it's my prerogative. Don't tell me what to do. You know what I mean? Hey, I made this money. I can spend it how I want to make this.
That's exactly what he said.
Until he got broke.
But Rob, and here's the thing, that having a financial planner like yourself, I can't speak for other financial planners because you are my, as they say, my first, my last, my everything. I don't know who did that song, but the fact is, there is a better way to get those things that you want. And one of them, folks, happens to be how you can own a property, an asset, and there's a value to the asset, and you can get a loan based on the asset. And really it should not mean that you're gonna go out there and just splurge and spend it, but at least you don't have to pay taxes on the loan from the asset, you
Right.
know. But what would be wise is get another asset. Get, take the money off the table. But you've really got to have that, either have that mindset, or as Robert say, have someone in that other generation, to understand it. And sometimes you have to put it on paper, just like you just explained it, Rob, to say, okay, wait, before you go out there, because the first thing a person wants to do, as you say, they sell. But now you've got this money. Okay, so hey, there is a thing that's called TAX, and it's not taxi, it's tax me, And I would certainly hope that you would call the Henderson Financial Group to say, okay, before I jump out here and do what I think I want to do with my money, I'd love to hear what you think is the best way, because I want to do this with the money to get this or to do this. Is there a better way? And I've shared with many friends, I mean many friends, when they come in, James T, what you? I said, no. I'm gonna give you a number to call. I said, you're gonna have to make an appointment. Now, I don't think that he's just sitting there twiddling his thumb, waiting for you to call him. But Rob, I'm serious. Some people, and they call me, man, they saying I got to make an appointment. I said, I told you that when I told you to call him. Yes, you're going to have to make an appointment, man. You don't just walk into a surgeon's office and saying, hey, I got this nail in my head. You got to go through the emergency room before you can ever get to the doctor.
Exactly. And as you're talking, I'm thinking about someone that came into my office last week. Now, this lady, she has a nice house, it's in Miami, and it's free and clear. And the house is worth about 650,000. Could probably push it about 700,000. And it's free and clear. Her sister died. Her sister died, and her sister left the house to her. So now she got two houses. So she said her sister house is much more nicer than her paid off $650,000 house. So what she do? She moves out of her house, a $650,000 with no mortgage house. She moves out of there and she goes and moves into her deceased sister's house, which is nicer, but it has a $200,000 mortgage on it. Okay. So she says, Robert, I'm in my sister's house. I moved out of my paid off house that's worth $650,000, and now I got it up for sale. I said, what? Sale? I said, now you got two assets. Why would you sell it? She said, because I want to sell it for $650,000 because I don't own any mortgage on it. I want to take the $200,000 that I get from it and pay off my sister house that I'm now living in. So then I will have my sister house free and clear. I said, but your old house that's worth $650,000, you ain't gonna have no asset anymore. She said, but I need the money. I said, listen, there's something called leverage.
Rob, stop right there. When she said that, I know what you're gonna say. Oh, well, hey, there's a better way. Go ahead.
There's a better way. I say, why don't you kill two birds with one stone? You don't have to always just own one house. I said, now, since you're in your sister's house and it's $200,000 mortgage, but you got an old house that you used to live in free and clear for $650,000, why don't we just borrow $200,000 from there if you want to do that, pay off your sister house that you're going to live in. Now you sentimental, you got a free house. Okay. There's nothing in it. But then I got a mortgage on the $200,000. I say, well, how many bedrooms is that old house? She said, in the front, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. In the back, I got a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. I said, hold
on.
It's a 2-income property? She says, yes. I say, well, when you borrow $200,000, Tavares will pull the money out for you because he does mortgages, and then the renters will pay for that. So now you get two houses and the value of both of them will appreciate. In 20 years, both of them going to be worth over $1 million. And she said, oh, I didn't think of that. So that's what you mean, James. Most people only lean on their own understanding.
Come on.
But you always should call especially the Henderson Financial Group. This is the strategy chess games that we use when it comes to economic strategy. We use it every day. A lot of people, it's not their field. They don't know. This all we do is do strategy all the time, from taxes. And I just had a police captain came in here and said, Rob, thank you so much for that tax strategy that you gave me. She says, I had been paying all these years. You gave me that strategy. Now I'm getting money back. She said, thank you so much.
Hey.
And this is a captain of a police station, a police force.
Hey, there are great opportunities out there for us, and there are great opportunities out there for us that we already have in our hand.
Absolutely.
So rather than just saying, hey, I got this and I don't have a mortgage, because you always say, Rob, well, of course, every homeowner knows, I don't care if you have a mortgage or not. Hey, if you stay in that house for a lifetime, you're going to be paying. It's going to need this. It's going to need that. It's going to, come on, taxes, everything. So what we want to do is create a part of my daily prayer is thanking God for multiple sources of income. Hey, resources. Hey, come on, in life, that's what you should. Hey, for that he has for us, that goes beyond what we can ask, think, or imagine. So call the Henderson Financial Group, make an appointment if you've got an idea. And even if you don't have an idea, you might just want to get a checkup, because people do that. Uh-oh, I heard the donkey making noise now.
You out there in nature. You out there in nature, man. You got me on the farm with all the animals. Nature, man. That's
Rob,
beautiful. Saturday morning.
A Saturday morning, and he's been fed, so I don't know why.
That's beautiful.
But Rob, no question, calling the Henderson Financial Group will be a blessing. and believe it or not, if it's not for you, future planning, what do you think about this? What can we do? What opportunities are? That's another thing that we don't see. But as the gentleman said about when I saw the situation about having being able to buy a home at a special rate for an indigent, or an elderly person, rather than putting them in a nursing home. I said, hey, this is something worth looking into. It doesn't even have to be true, but I think it's worth looking into for people to share, because if it is true and there's something out there that could be a part, as you say, Rob, of a strategy that helps people, because most of the time you don't want to put your loved ones in a nursing home. And many times you can't afford to put them in a nursing home. And that's why when we had the ladies on, Rob, about our military people and not getting their benefits, not knowing. I didn't know that my dad could go to the VA, as I cared for him for 2 weeks, and the VA would take care of him, whether we took a vacation or a break. They said, James, it's a World War II vet. No, bring him to us.
Right. A lot of people don't know that.
This, Rob, and it's there for us.
And doesn't cost you anything.
Rob, come on, man.
It doesn't cost you anything. You can ask a vet. You can actually take them somewhere if you're getting ready to go on a vacation. Some people feel like they trapped. They can't go nowhere because they got to take care. Of this elderly. But no, you can actually put them in a nice facility for a week when you go, or 2 weeks and come back.
2 weeks. Hey, when they told me 2 weeks, and Rob, and I didn't get this information. My father was a World War II vet, and folks, I admit my stupidity or my lack of knowledge or whatever it is. Hey, I didn't provide these services to him until the last year of his life. Come on, Rob.
Well, that's why you're so passionate about it now. You want to want to let people know.
I want other people to know.
Yeah, you don't want them to wait like you. You want to say, hey, man, I want you to be better than me. We always want people to be better than us. We want people to know more than us. That's why you only are measured about how many other people you've helped. Really, if you've helped other people, to fulfill their dreams and be successful, that's what success is all about. I mean, it's not just you individual. You have to leave a mark. You have to help people, man. There's nothing that feels better than helping an old lady cross the street who couldn't get across the street. You know what I mean? That's symbolic. I'm saying that, anytime you can help somebody who has, a situation, a challenge, there's no greater feeling than an accomplishment in helping another soul, another person have a better life. Whether it's their health, whether it's finance, or whatever it is. There's nothing better. There's nothing much more fulfilling. Material things can't bring that same feeling when you actually help another soul and you saved another soul's life, or you help a person that was in distress and now they're not in distress. There's no greater feeling that one can have than that. And you can't buy that, because you really can't, because when you do it from the heart and you helping people and you see how it has benefited them, like I said, man, it's priceless. Before we go, I want to give another metaphor on this puppy.
Okay, before you go into that, Rob, was there any comment or question? Because I don't, on my little small computer here, I don't. Well,
Mr. Priest said you don't know what you don't know, and that's absolutely true. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But anybody have questions or comments on the IPOs before you move on? Because
I want to spin the IPO another way to look at it.
Okay,
so
go ahead.
Hey, in Matthew, in the good book of Matthew, Jesus kept on spinning different parables. Looking at it this way, this is what heaven is. This is what, he kept spinning different parables. So explaining the IPO, I want to spin another parable that I think that people might just grasp. When you want to buy real estate, because a lot of people are familiar with buying real estate and buying them pre-construction loans, buying pre-construction houses. James, when you buy a house pre-construction, you usually get it at a better price than if you wait 5 years later to buy the house, correct?
Mm-hmm.
When you buy the house and they just breaking ground and you put 5% down, or you put $5,000 down, they call that pre-construction. So you could buy the house, and right now the brand new house, they said that the house is going to brand new house, 5-bedroom, 3-bath in Georgia. They said that it's only cost $250,000. This was in 2022. Brand new neighborhood, $250,000, 5-bedroom, 3-bath, brand new house, pre-construction. Pre-construction means that it hadn't been built yet. And they say all you got to do is put down $5,000, and they say it's going to be built in 8 months. But hey, you're not homeless. You just figure that's a seed you planting. So you put down $5,000, okay? And they say in 8 months it'll be completed. The whole development will be sold out. So you come in on the first day and you put down your $5,000, and the price right then for that 5-bedroom is $250,000. Now, 8 months later, when the house is built, somebody that comes in 8 months later to buy that same house, chances are it ain't gonna be $250,000. Now you see, let's talk about this for a minute. First of all, when you got in, when they first came out and said, "Hey, we're gonna build these houses pre-construction," you put your $5,000 down, and they told you it's going 8 months before it be completed. So there's something to be said about the early worm. Hey, listen, what has the early worm? What's that saying? The early bird gets the worm.
Bird gets the worm.
Right. So, and then this has something to do with time. Because if you come in and they tell you 8 months, some people are like, oh man, 8 months too long. You like 8 months too long. Are you still gonna be alive in 8 months? I could wait 8 months until they build it completely. So waiting, check this out. For you waiting, you put down $5,000. That's all you have to put down. Fast forward, 8 months come by. You told a friend when you bought it, he didn't buy it. He waited until he saw the house. Then he said, James, I want to go put my $5,000 down and buy that same house for $250,000. Oh, no. Because guess what the house is valued at now? $350,000. $2,000. And James, you only put down $5,000. And over 8 months, so many people came to buy. They pushed the supply and demand.
Supply.
More
That's
people
what I was
came
going
to
to say.
buy.
Supply and demand. Because
More
if the
people came to
demand
buy.
is, Rob, if the demand is higher based on location, it could really be 450 by that time.
Oh, I ain't finished yet.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But it
I'm
got there.
sorry.
It got there. Because as the word got out, people started coming to buy that same thing. So the developer, he said, oh, so many people in line want to buy this. Oh, I'm selling right now. This week is 260,000. Next week is 270,000. You follow me? He just kept raising. People just kept buying because they kept saying, "Oh my God, you better get in because they're raising the prices." So every time people came, more demand, he raised the price. By the time 8 months came by, it was 350,000. Right now, from 2022, right now, the house is 550. That was only 4 years ago. That's in Georgia. 4 years ago. That's why we talk so much about stop running away from time. Time. It is if you're doing the right thing, it is on your side.
Okay.
If you're doing the wrong thing, time is out to get you. Woo, boy, they coming for you. It's a matter of time, boy. You're gonna get got. If you're doing the wrong thing, if you're doing some illegal stuff, odds are you're gonna get you. Time is not on your
It's
side.
ticking.
It's ticking. It's ticking. I don't care. If you're doing something wrong, devilish, mischievous, illegal, man, you think you just got it made in the shade? They all in jail thought they had it made in shell. No. But if you're doing something wrong, time is ticking. Better turn around and get out of that. If you're doing something right, I'm telling you, time is the best thing it's just the seasoning. It's the stream, it's the flow, it's the prosperity, that time, that time. You can't see it either. Isn't that something? You can't even see time. You can't see it turning. But it's the best thing. So I told you about that reason why I was saying pre-construction real estate. Because if you use that same principle, same analogies, that's how when you buy a stock, you get it on the ground floor. See, I told people don't rush to buy SpaceX. Wait till it simmer down and come down. Because the people that rush in and buy it, all that, those is quick and dead. Nothing happens good quick. I'm going to say it again. Ask your mama, ask your woman. Nothing happens good quick. I'm telling you, that's wisdom, old lady wisdom. Nothing happened good quick. If you think about it, all your good meals that you even have, a good meal takes time to savor and simmer, right? Put it in that crock pot. Ain't no beans better than putting it in the crock pot and let it cook overnight, right, Miss Dupree? Ain't nothing better than that. Letting it season, let it marinate. That's time. I want it instant. That's why fast food is so bad for you. I don't know no fast food good for you, healthy. No, that's why I'm taking time. Time. That's how you build wealth, as a matter of fact. It's not quick, it's not instant. But I'm telling you, the most popular subject right now is get quick, rich stuff. People make a whole lot of money psyching you out and fooling you. Hey, here, I'm gonna show you how you can get rich quick. That's bamboozle. That's not long lasting. That's the quick and the dead, as we call it. You build wealth by time. Miss Dupree say nothing better. So that's the initial public offering. Just using real estate analogy is the same way they do it with stock. Just time. Look, I got my friend good David Wells. Boy, I tell you, he understand. He buy some stock, leave it there. Over time, he's seen that thing on double, triple. Then he never called me and bothered me. Hey, Robert, hey, what is it? What's the price now? Never. Just let time take care of it. And that thing, all the clients who just let stuff simmer, and they plant that seed, and we give them some good quality, they all do well. They all do well.
And when you mention that, Rob, what we really can do for all of us is to reflect on the time that we've been here, and how things have increased in value, everywhere and anywhere, So the fact is, it does become a mindset, but it's greater than that because you have to get over the fear of failure. You know, and the way I choose to get over is that my faith is always going to be greater than my fear. Always. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, if it comes to my mind, oh, and wait, you better think about that. You better, my thing is now I may do some more research and I may not be quick to act, but I'm not just going to say, oh no, I'm not going to do that because something tells me. Well, I tell people all the time, that still small voice, hey, that enemy knows how to whisper too. So sometimes, oh, I got to follow my mind. Really?
Yeah.
Mine says, "Be ye transformed by the renewing of the mind." So I'm not going to just follow my mind. I want to renew my mind, get some information, and make a decision. Because there is truly, today there is a way, a better way, and then guess what? A year from today there's a way, and it may be even a better way.
Oh yeah,
So
no question.
that's
Mr.
that's
Priest,
that's,
Mr.
that's
Priest say at a certain Mr. Priest said at a certain age, time makes you feel like you're too late to enjoy the
oh,
benefits of waiting.
mhm.
But let me tell you something, Mr. Priest. Anytime the good Lord, universe brings it to you, it's not too late. I want to say it again. You cannot miss a blessing. I don't care if you 90 years old and you start something. A lot of times when you start something, it might not be for you to
Hmm.
see it through, but if for someone and you're an example for someone else to see, and you're gonna leave something to someone else who they're gonna learn from what you did, and that's gonna be very fruitful. A lot of times, when you think about it, a lot of people, a lot of billionaires, a lot of men, they're not building stuff so they can enjoy it for a lifetime. They building stuff for other people. They making their mark. That's what you call legacy. Legacy. If let me tell you something, you cannot miss a blessing. A lot of people say, man, I'm too old to do this. No, you're not. That's a state of mind. I was 50 years old before I went and bought a grand piano. Didn't know how to play it. I bought the piano because I always wanted to know how to play piano. I didn't mean when I bought it, I ain't know the difference between the white keys and the black
And
keys.
black.
And I wasn't gonna be one of them kind of people that have a piano in their house and don't know how to play it. I wasn't gonna be that. When I was 50 years old, I bought the piano. You know what I did after that? I went and hired a piano teacher to come to my house and teach me how to play that piano. I didn't just buy it for just sit there and look good. No, no, no. So I'm telling you, at 50 years old, I learned. My mother was so shocked. She said, boy, how you learn to play the piano? You're 50 years old. And I'm playing the piano. She's 50 years old. So I'm telling you, no, it's never
Too late.
too late. If it comes to your thoughts, if it comes to your mind, that's the universe edging you saying you can do this. Anytime something like that comes to your thought, remember we got two minds. We got two minds. One say, nah, don't do it. The other one say, yeah, you can do it. If it comes to your mind and it says, hey, let's do this, and it's some good stuff now. Listen, all good thoughts come from the Father. But you got some dark thoughts too that say, go and slap her face. I mean, you can't, that's not good. You got to go with the higher self. But if it comes to you, a good thought, you got to learn to obey that thought. And sometimes you have to get up out your bed and move. But that's the answer. It just told you it's going to be okay. And a lot of times you like to say, well, I can't. When a thought comes to you, you start thinking about why you can't do it, whatever. Damn it, the thought came to you. So that means that there is a way. There is a will. Stop trying to bat it down. No, it came to you. Thought of it. Come on. So then there must be a way. It must be something telling you, do it. I got your back. I'm going to put people in your life that can help you. I'm going to bring you to a place that you never thought. I'm going to, you say you want this. So now hold on and have faith. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, hey, oh, wow. That's the mark right there. having that faith.
Believe.
Because in the process, I didn't watch it, I guess, when it was live with Barack and Michelle and them having the opening of their big thing in Chicago yesterday. But earlier this morning, I got a chance to see a review of it. And I forget what channel, so I can't give him credit. I forgot who it was. But anyway, Stevie Wonder said something that was quite interesting, that when I think Barack was running, not for the presidential office, but in Chicago, a gentleman said, I want to introduce you to this guy, Stevie, and maybe you can help him. He's a good person. And of course, it was Barack Obama. And he said, in the conversation of the two of them talking, although he was not running for president at the time, Stevie said, I said to him, you're really running for president. And here was the other part that he said on it. Now, if it's a lie, he said it, but I'm certain, because he had said at the beginning, there's something I want to share with you guys. And he said that, and we prayed on it. Rob, come on. Yeah. So it didn't happen then, but as you've been speaking about earlier, it happened in time. And now he is saying, we're gonna dedicate this park, this building, and all of these things that we have in it for those people who helped me. So this is not mine, it's ours. Yeah. And one of the little amusing things that former President Barack Obama said. He said, now, y'all don't go in there just stand around and listen to my speeches. You don't heard my speeches. He said, there's some other things there that I want you to see and I want you to hear from other people. And Rob, that's really the key to this whole thing, because if it's just about me or just about you, we're missing out. We are really missing out.
Exactly.
I pray that what this program does, more than anything, yes, we want you to get the information that you need, and we want you to pass on the information. If it's not for you, it may be for someone else that you can share, because we all have family and friends who will share with us privately sometimes things they're going through. And you can say, hey, do me a favor and do yourself a favor. Give the Henderson Financial Group a call. Whether it's about real estate, whether it's about Medicare, whether it's about stocks,
Stocks,
Social Security. Yeah, right.
taxes. Yeah.
Come on. And we, because what we're really doing is truly, we want to build community. And when you share information where others can benefit from it, and if they take advantage of it, they too join the team of building communities. We are great people. And
Money makes the world go round. I tell you that. People say the love of money. No. I would say the lack of money really destroys a lot of people.
Hey.
The lack of money really destroys a lot of people. So you can get the money right, but let me tell you something. Money, when you have some money and you have some wealth, you can really help a lot of people. Think about that. If you ain't got nothing, you can't really help a lot of people, because in this country, especially in this country, and I always say, man, to be black in America and broke, woo, boy, that's a terrible thing. If I was black in America and broke, man, I'd be scared. I'd be scared. They'd be like, where you at? I say, I'm hiding. Why you hiding? Because I ain't got no money and I'm black. No. I'm gonna tell you something. You have got, and so if you get some money in black in America and you ain't got no money, you can't just be spending it, because then you taking it away from you. You got to start accumulation mode. And you don't have to have one job or one thing. You got to have other things. That's the worst thing to be in America. Woo! And during this time right now, ooh, You spending your money on stuff that's gonna fade away, and you ain't stacking up and piling up like a squirrel. You need to eat some nuts now like a squirrel, but you gotta save some nuts, boy. Because I tell you, we got to get through this thing we going through right now. Because right now, woo, none of us ain't never seen what we going through right now. We ain't never seen this. So you
And Rob,
tighten
there
up.
is going to be there, whether quote unquote the administration stays in government or not. You know, hey, what has happened to go through that period of trying to recover? It's almost like having had an operation, and you got to go through a recovery stage.
Listen, anytime people tell me, no, they can't do that. It's unconstitutional.
Yeah, really?
They,
Okay.
they change the rules all the time. What do you mean? They said we
And
changed
you
it, change it.
elected and selected them.
Right, right.
And they go and say, oh, well, we're going to do this.
No, they can't do that. No, that's against what? They change
Okay.
the rules all the time. When you be like, oh, they can't do that. No, they can't, but they just did it, and that's law. And they got the guns and the police and everybody to stop you. What you gonna do? And they got the jails and they control the bullets. What you gonna do? I'm telling you, man, you got to get your mind right. We ain't never seen nothing like what's happening today. So you have to stop splurging and spending your money frivolously. You have to mind your business. You can come to the Henderson Financial Group and we'll help you. I'm telling you. But you need to be serious. Time is now to be serious and really tighten up and know and try to find out some things that you don't know. And there's so much that you don't even know that you didn't even know that you didn't even know.
And please help our young people. Please,
Yeah.
please. But, hey, Rob, I'm certainly open. The project that we're working on now will yeah, we wanted to benefit all, but I'm mighty afraid that, I mean, we used to talk about, oh, a generation is going to be lost. No, 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 no. It can go way deeper than that. You know,
Yeah, what they put in
because
place. They put in place for more than one generation to be
yeah, but
lost.
that's Rob, and I'm saying it. And of course our younger people have not seen or been through what we've been through, and no, they haven't been taught the history. We weren't taught the true history, but we had to go outside of the classroom in order to get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that, wait a minute, what you're telling me or you're trying to get me to believe is not true. Now you're giving me a history, but you're not giving me the history, you know, because when we watch the movies and you see people in Egypt and all these other places, they don't look like us. You know, hey, they're actors and actresses, you know, and you see, oh man, well, wait a minute. But I thought they were in the continent of Africa. Okay, you go to the movies and you see a movie about something in Africa, and all you see that look like us are those people that they, hey, taking them out. You know, hey, oh, hey, yeah, they got all the ammo, they got the guns, the horses, and all. So all of a sudden, now we've got this mindset that, oh, well, I saw the movie, okay, or I read the book, you know, or even in our quote unquote churches, you know, I would beg to ask our churches to say, if you have that picture up there that represents Christ, and you now believe that that's not a true representation, take it down. Take it because take it down. I mean, that's a Rob. Is that a difficult thing to ask people? If you
Not
now believe that we've been misled and whatever, I mean, you know, I don't think God or Jesus, you know, would be upset when they know that wasn't a correct representation of who
well,
quote unquote Jesus was.
like you said earlier, you know, there's a lot of people that didn't know that they were slaves, and there's still some people right now who don't know. I mean, just because they look like us, that don't mean they think like us. You know, I truly believe that they're just good people, and because I believe that the Creator created everything good.
That's what it
I
says.
I believe the Creator created, and I believe that. everything good. But a lot of times you will have good people doing bad things. That's the difference. Hey, good morning, Miss Lily Rowe Vickers. She says history. Let's start with basic self-respect, responsibility mindset. You know, Miss, I thank you for those words, Miss Vickers. But I do believe, obviously, and this comes from the good ancient books too. The people who belongs to the Father, in other words, um, there are people who can see. There's people who can hear. Even though we all have ears, if you not uh, tied to truth and the Father, you can't see. It's like you cursed. You can't hear. That's like a punishment. You can't. So there's a lot of people who they don't even know that they don't even know. It's like people that come from financial planning, they don't even know, they can't see some strategies that I can see. I'm gifted through I can see some things that you can't see financially, how to plan. There are people that walk among us that they can see the sky is blue. And there's some people that can't see it, even though they have eyes. There's some people that you can look at them and say, don't you know that was wrong? And they don't look at it like that. So you got a lot of people who don't see what you see. They don't even believe what you believe. Somebody can tell a lie and they will believe the lie. And the good book says when you belong to the dark side of lying and cheating, you can't even see that you're belonging to the liars and the cheaters. You really can't. Some people have family members, loved ones, daughters, sons, that they're following a lie. And then you try to tell them, you get an argument. But listen, don't fret, man. Feel sorry. That's why Jesus said, pray for them. Pray for them, because they in what I call an invisible jail. They don't know. It's like somebody on crack. They don't know. They just need it. They don't know the emotions. So that's what a cult is. A cult. You know, your beliefs. Man, sometimes, a person, they're people, man, since they was born, was conditioned to believe negativity. These people right here are evil, no good, dumb, less of. There's people who are just raised like that. That's all they see. That's all they hear. They don't even know that they're doing the wrong thing. They think what they're doing is right. You pray for those people. That's why the good book says pray for them, because they're in darkness. But you're gonna be all right. You stay away from that. Now you got to flee from a fool. Now I ain't trying to say you don't put your hand in a lion's mouth. You ease it out. You flee from a fool. People like that who I know that's completely blind. Oh, I don't want to be around them. I mean, because I can't do nothing for them. I didn't make them blind. They blind. I can't help them. It's like people come in for the financial planning. They say, hey, listen, Henderson, I want to give you $10,000. How quick can you make it to $1 million? I say, well, you need a psychiatrist. You're in the wrong place, buddy. You're in the wrong place. You can't see me, and I can't help you see. You know what I mean?
Say, hey, Rob, how long you been doing that scratch off and not winning that $1 million? Oh, man, I've been doing that for years. Oh, really? But when I tell you to invest something, $10,000, hey, for years, oh no, you don't want to do that. But have you kept track of all the money that you spent and quote unquote compared it to the money that you earned from saying I'm going to hit that million? And then, of course, they got so good at it, Rob. I think there's a TV show that talks about people who hit lotto and
Yes.
how
They broke. They become broke.
Boom. Because the thing that they use, which is, I really believe, man, it is, messing with the mind. The first thing that it seems as though people want to promote, that if you get money, house. You got to buy a house on the water, on the ocean. You got to on the beach. You got to leave from where you are, rather than buying 4 or 5 of those lots where you live. You know, you want to buy a house somewhere in, maybe even in Florida. You know,
big house
yeah,
at
yeah. I
that.
want a big
Big house.
house. Yeah, I
The
want a
air
big
conditioning
house.
bill and that maintenance,
and
that
I'm
ongoing air conditioning, that ongoing maintenance, that ongoing taxes, and that ongoing insurance. And you just going there
and
sitting
so
down in one room.
you sit it and you watch that every day on that channel. That's probably on in my house right now.
HGTV, something like that.
See there, I didn't even
HGTV,
have to
yeah.
say it, right?
HGTV, yeah.
You know, and all of a sudden, oh, I wish I had that. Really? You know, hey, you know, you really do. Hey, call the Henderson Financial Group. He'll show you how you can plan for that, you know, and you won't be getting it and being all stressed out. Hey, a big house, and now, wow, what you gonna put in it? If you got 5 rooms, don't you have to furnish? You know, so all of us, hey, and do you know, hey, do you have that? What are the things they put on the homeowners association fee?
HOA,
HOA. And
yeah.
and do you know that if you're living in Florida and got an HOA and there's a storm, that you'll be assessed based on the damage that's done, not just to your property now.
Some expenses that you don't see coming. Hey, Jane,
Wow.
it's 10:24,
We
man.
gotta go. Okay,
We gotta go.
okay.
We need
We
prayer,
got,
bro. Pray for us. Pray for us.
oh,
Pray for us.
all right. Hey, and as a matter
Juneteenth.
of fact, I've been called by a few friends that has had loved ones to pass, and it's really a difficult time, Rob, when people are mourning the passing of a loved one, whether it's a mother, father, brother, sister. And then there are people who also are in hospitals and need care. So this may be one that it might. Well, should I take a minute? No, I'm going to give this one. uh, Father God, Lord Jesus, Holy Spirit, we thank you for our right now moment and the opportunity that you've given us to share with others. And we pray that something that Robert has said and shared will encourage us to take a good look at ourselves and where we are, and not so much to find out what it is that we want, because we want that you have for us that goes beyond what we can ask, think, or imagine. But can we also think about the needs of others? And as we go through this weekend of celebration of freedom, and then within a few days we'll be celebrating year 250, as they say in this country. In all the celebration, can we celebrate the opportunity that you have given us to be inhabitants of this earth during this time, that we may have kingdom culture in accordance to our personal cultures, and that we may use the message and the mandate of Jesus Christ, that we may be a blessing to one another. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Oh man. Hey, James, while you were saying that, Miss Redhead and Miss Vickers just reminded us that tomorrow is Father's Day.
Yes, it is.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day for all the fathers out there. Boy, I tell you, it takes a lot to be a good father, doesn't it?
Thank you, Lord. As the song say, I am happy and I am thankful that I have it right now. Thank
Yeah.
God for that right now. So we've got the right now, and thank you, Miss Vickers, and everyone for tuning in. And yeah, hey, you know, prayerful is being prayerful, and that's not a religious thing to me. I mean, it may be a religious thing to other people, but to me, Robert, that's not a religious thing. It's conversation with the Creator of the heavens and the earth. And
Yes.
if we will follow the lead of the Holy Spirit that's in us, hey, we can put a smile in somebody's heart, and maybe at the same time give them a heart of serving as well.
Oh yeah, man. And I always say the prayer I always say just when I'm driving in the car, Father, open my eyes.
Mm. I can
Boy, I
see.
tell you, open your eyes. It's right there. You just can't see it. Open my eyes so I can
Rob,
be all
can you
that
think
you.
about it, Rob? All that we see now, I
Ain't
think we'd have been
nothing.
crazy. I think we'd have been crazy if we had got it at 20 or 19.
Oh, and in due time, Father say, I will open your eyes so you can see this in due
It took
time.
time.
Yeah.
Have a
Yeah.
great day, man.
Because where I
Happy
am right
Father's
now,
Day to
man,
you.
if I'd have been where I am right now economically at 21, I'd have lost my mind.
And
God,
he knew, hey, he knew that.
yeah, it's like no baby, no, you like a little baby. I can't give you no
Uh-uh.
meat. I gotta give you some applesauce. you can't chew on this yet. Hey y'all, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and be safe. Okay, much love.
Uh,
We'll be here next
much,
Saturday also.
much love. Much love.
Peace, peace, love, and happiness. Thank you for tuning
Oh,
in.
those Knicks. I'm not a Knicks fan, folks. I'm just celebrating the winners. That's all.
Uh,
And my
go.
friends, Sandy Thomas and Earl Thomas and Howard Frazier and all. Hey, they told me the Knicks would win. Uh,
Yep. You think
and
they'll
and
do it next year? You think they'll do it next year?
I refuse to predict. But Rob, if it's an IPO, the answer is no.
Much love to y'all. Peace, love, and happiness.